Although none of them saw him play, all of these youngsters are eager to pick up a skill or two from one of the game's all-time greats. Former New Zealand All Black Zinzan Brooke says Zimbabwe can emulate his country's structures for future success.
Provincial rugby in New Zealand is very strong because towns and countries, they want to galvanise their small part, and you get great competition. Canterbury, Wellington, Hawke's Bay, and parts of provincial rugby is fantastic, and that competitiveness it never stops. So, part of that there is with Zimbabwe is just to make sure that we get a Zimbabwean side to a Rugby World Cup.
He's willing to lure back some of Zimbabwe's 14 foreign-based players who did not participate in the recent Rugby Africa World Cup qualifiers, where the Southern African nation endured heartbreak.
I honestly believe that of those, let's just say even 10 of those 14 players could have played in those two critical games, I think they would have made a difference and actually won, and Zimbabwe would be in the World Cup.
Local coaches want to blend foreign and local talent.
We need to get organised at grassroots, and that way and have a feeder system to the national team instead of us having to wait for players that are playing outside the country. We should be comfortable with our own players that are home-based.
COVID-19 and lack of sponsorship have conspired to stifle domestic rugby over the last 2 years. Zinzan Brooke is in Harare en route to Johannesburg, where he'll watch the All Blacks take on the Springboks in the Rugby Championship. He shared some insights on some of the ills that have been afflicting his compatriots. He says a shake-up is needed.
Yeah, a lot of those guys, they've got 100 caps under their belts, and so they've got the experience. But they just need to turn the corner or do something. But something needs to change.
3 successive defeats have seen New Zealand drop to an all-time low 5th on the world rankings. Farai Makutuya, CGTN, Harare, Zimbabwe.